Hi, good afternoon. My name is Daniel Obiyo, and I believe you're connected to us right now and you're ready for the pre-TEDx conversation. Welcome from wherever you are joining us from, whatever part of the world, part of the country, Nigeria. You may be joining us from. This is a way of telling you welcome to the beginning of TEDx Umudike, the pre-TEDx Umudike event. We've got a lineup of pre-TEDx conversations that we want to run for some reasons, and I'm going to explain that. But just before we go into that explanation, I just want to let you know why we're doing what we're doing and the story, just a little bit of the story behind TEDx Umudike and the fact that we about to do something bigger, the Igubike story, right? So, sometime in June this year, we were able to get secure the license to organize the TEDx Umudike, something I've always longed for and always worked towards. And so excited together with my team that we were given the license to ensure that we place Umudike somewhere better on the globe as a place where ideas and innovative thoughts that rules and changes the world is also heard. Very big shout out to everyone in my core team who worked so hard and made sure we were able to get this far in the preparation towards the procuring or getting of the license, like being licensed, and then since after the being licensed, all the efforts that have been put in place to make sure that we are going to give a very amazing event from my head of volunteers, of Onono, to my head of creative designs, Ike Chidera, down to my head of speaker management, Henry, down to my head of creative design. Okay, design is arts, Mia, Mina of four, and Emmanuel Ugomer, and my powerful project manager who's been on with us in this whole planning process, Miss Peculiar Akinloye. It's been an intriguing journey, an amazing one with our set of volunteers who are doing all they can to make sure that they get also the best while volunteering before the event and also for the event. TEDx happens to be that event that has brought about a change in the lives of many young persons. TEDx TED, first of all, even before the TEDx started, it's a platform I've always followed. It's a platform I always listen to. It's a place I always pay attention to because there's just a lot that comes from TED. There's just a lot that comes from TED. And I've always paid attention to TED because of the value that comes from the TED vision, the kind of efforts being put into making TED a success, the kind of stories that are being shared on this, and how people keep changing the world from their little corner. It's something that has been so inspiring to me, and I'm sure inspires a lot more persons. So when TEDx started, I felt this is a very beautiful one, such that we can have these big global conversations happening in community levels. And today we are not just saying we have TEDx events happening in Africa, we have it happening in Nigeria. Not just can we say it's happening in Nigeria, we've had it happening in Abia. Okai has also happened, right? And another one is coming up. And then here we are having TEDx Umudike. In Abia State, Nigeria, part of one of the states in the southeast, we've had TEDx Abai in Aba, had TEDx Arochukwu some years ago. We've had TEDx Bank Road, TEDx Bank Road. We've had TEDx Utu, and now we're having TEDx Umudike. None of all these TEDx have happened around Umudike, and Umudike has to be where you have the Federal University, where you have the National Root Crop Research Institute, and very close to the Abia State University Umuahia campus also. So we have a lot of young minds, progressive thinkers that are within the Umudike axis, and we felt it's high time we place the Umudike community not just having it as an agriculture place because of the University of Agriculture, but as a place where things beyond agriculture are done, a place where sessions that change the world, as a place where young people are doing great things. We've got a lot of tech communities, we have a lot of people exemplifying leadership, showing leadership, growing. We've had leadership programs around the institution, and today I think it's beautiful we start hearing about the big things that are happening in Abia State and also hearing from people within the community, having members of the community come and pay attention, get inspired, impact the world with these new ideas, get inspired to take actions, deliberate actions that can recalibrate their lives and change the way they are seen, perceived, heard, and so how they rule their world. So in TEDx Umudike, we chose a team, Igwebrike. Igwebrike being a very powerful Igbo, like call it adage, or a very powerful Igbo word that matters so much to the tribe. When we talk about Igwebrike, we are saying that there is strength and community, right? That when people come together to do things, a lot happens. And it's very important we have Igwebrike considering the story of Umudike, considering the story of the Michael Okpa University community, and also considering the story of Abia people. A lot more about the story of Igwebrike will be told at the main event. Don't forget to be available. Today, we are going to be having the first pre-TEDx conversation where we are going to be listening to a speech, a very important speech that happens to the title, The Power of Community, Creating an Inclusive World. Because we are talking about community, strength and collaboration, or however you want to put it, we felt it's important that the first pre-TEDx conversation highlights the importance and the power of community. And we found a very important TEDx talk, TEDx Youth talk that happened at Uwawuta Murray Collegiate to inspire this conversation. So we're going to play it right now. You listen to it, you enjoy it. Take your time to listen. And if you have any questions, do well to put it down. Then I'm going to share from my end. We're going to share to a large extent what you need to understand, like what's the personal take homes we can get from this particular TED talk. The idea of TEDx conversations is not just to watch TED talks, but it's to deepen down those conversations, right? To deepen down the conversations, bringing out the insights that exist within these conversations and how it affects us as young people who are looking forward to changing the world, and then sharing also deeper perspectives to it that probably time would not have allowed speakers to share, looking at some questions that young people around us are asking about these things. And I'm sure, trust me, you're going to be seeing someone else taking the next pre-TEDx. So glad that you're going to get value for your time. Let's go straight up into what we have for today. The video first, and then we go straight up into the conversation.
Let me begin by asking the audience a very, very critical question. You have ever gone out camping before? I see a few hands. Okay, almost. It dates back to the summer of 2019 when I was away from home for the very first time, spending about a month at the SHAD program in Ontario. In this STEAM initiative, I got to experience the park, and after a very long day of hiking, fighting a very gruesome battle with positive 40 weather, a lot of insects, a group of us sat down in the nighttime around a campfire and talked about nothing and everything. Staying true to all campfire traditions, we were roasting marshmallows, we were singing songs, we were laughing to our heart's desires, when all of a sudden everyone went in the background, the crackling of the fire flames, insects that were keen to make the night their own. It seemed as if every possible natural element was singing warmth in my chest.